Okay, good morning, and Steve here. And this segment of our time together this morning is going to relate to the tarot deck, the World Tarot card reading for you. And what I did for a few days was I did a Celtic cross reading, and I got information from above, information from below, and information about what we're working with in the current times. And that I found very useful, and you might have as well. But the last few days I've just been asking for a single card because I felt like it would be much easier for me to focus on just a single bit of information coming in, because sometimes I was feeling like the information coming in was so much. And so just right now, in the rhythm of now, I asked this morning for a message from the higher realm. And so I got this card, if I can figure out how to set it in there, which is the Six of Discs. And the word is success. And I'm going to be reading from the book, which I have laid out on my computer. So this is a new experiment for me. It's just laying it out over my, keyboard and seeing if I'm able to read it in that way and not feel like I'm too much in your face. Okay, that was an interesting pause. So the Six of Discs is success, which is a symbol of physical attainment and accomplishment. The astrological aspect on this card is Moon in Taurus. And I think it was yesterday, I'm going to look and just check, but I think it was yesterday that was the new moon. And no, it was 2 days ago. On Tuesday was the new moon, and it was at 8:21 in the morning. So the astrological aspect on this card is Moon in Taurus, and we're in Taurus in terms of the solar. So the symbol of accomplishment or productivity is Taurus, and deep inner satisfaction is represented by the moon. So pause for a moment with those words, because oftentimes we hear words and we have an experience based on those words. So the words are, and I'm going to just feel them, because when I'm in my deep self, I feel this feeling that they're describing here. Deep inner satisfaction is represented by the moon. Or there is a deep desire at a subconscious level, the moon, to have some very tangible, productive results, which is Taurus, which we're currently in Taurus. This is what I love about speaking to the cosmos directly and saying, will you please direct me to a card that will be useful for us who are human beings living in this world. So that's why it's a world tarot card for you, because you are a human being living in this world, as far as I know. I mean, yeah, I understand. You could be a bot, or you could be AI pretending to be a human being. You could be Elon Musk. Who knows? That's AI pretending to be a human being. We just don't know. But there are a lot of thought forms. So we'll think about that word thought form a bit. So this card contains the formula of success, which is represented by the 6 planets with the planetary astrological symbols within them. Saturn represents that success is achieved through discipline and step-by-step procedures. Jupiter reminds us that success is achieved by being open and flexible to options that we may not have entertained, and to opportunities that present themselves. Venus reminds us that success is attainable as a result of following what has heart and meaning in our lives. The moon reflects that success is attainable if we will stay in our authenticity and truth. Mercury, the planet of communication, reminds us that success is attainable if we will organize our communication so that context and timing are all aligned. And Mars reminds us that success is attainable if we will put consistent energy into personal and professional issues, rather than to expend marathon energy or inconsistent energy into our life situations. The 6 of discs represents success that comes from deep within and manifests out, possibly from the deep self. I'll just keep mentioning, I connect with my deep self, and I'm finding it very useful. It is a sense of success experienced internally, which is pictured by both the Western and Eastern spiritual symbols that have been co-joined here. Here we have the Eastern lotus blossom that is superimposed on the Western cross. Both symbols remind us that all outer success is a picture of what we can manifest and create as a result of being motivated from deep within. These 2 symbols also indicate that success comes from a deep inner ability to integrate and synthesize our experience, which is symbolized by the cross, and to have the ability to open and unfold, which allows for success, and which is symbolized by the lotus blossoms. So that is the tarot reading for today. I think for a period of time, and that may change because I'm just stating something that I've noticed, but if I get word from, corporate headquarters that I need to do something different, I'll typically do that differently. But for now, I think we're better off with one card. Just as a group, like, okay, today we're working with success. And I asked I did a personal, what I felt like was a personal card reading for myself 2 days ago. And I got the Death Rebirth card. And it was about my world dying as it was, and to be aware that a new world will be arising, kind of like the phoenix from the ashes of the old world. And I feel like that's happening. I feel like I'm coming into a new world. I stated recently to a friend who felt like she was doing the same thing, we're acting as a bridge between the world we're leaving behind and the world we're moving into, and we've got one foot in both. And I've felt like I'm not quite here and I'm not quite there, but I'm a bridge between two worlds. And as a bridge, I am offering transport from one side to the other. And it may be that I don't actually get to be in the other until I've helped transport everyone across. Now it may be that I do. And that is all related to our thoughts and thought forms, which by some estimations is how we create our reality, is through our thoughts and our energy around our thoughts, and then we bring things into being. And this comes from many different avenues, the higher realms and the earthly realms. And the thought forms were referred to me back in 2004 when the Hathors began working with me with my thoughts and how my thoughts formed my experience. And they talked about matrix or thought form. So they referred to the matrix or the thought form as the same thing. And they would oftentimes take me through a process of stating out loud, I disconnect from the matrix of fear surrounding the planet, or I disconnect from the matrix of grief surrounding the planet, or I disconnect from the matrix of anger surrounding the planet. And I've done that. I've just gone through so many things for so many years, just disconnecting from thought forms, because when you disconnect from thought forms, it opens you up to the present moment and an expanded experience of presence, where you begin to be aware of a lot more things outside of your formation of thought about them. So one thing that you can do for a completion of this particular time together is you can state out loud, I disconnect from all thought forms that are not in my highest good. I connect from all thought forms that are not in my highest good. And with that, we come to completion of this World Tarot Card reading for you. And now must go.